Pocomoke High alum Patrick Dowdy has electrified Spectrum Center for over 20 years as the PA announcer for the Charlotte Hornets. Many from Delmarva, like myself, remember his legendary voice getting us out of our seats at PHS and UMES basketball games. But it's Dowdy's perseverance and kindness that truly makes him iconic. Well, I've learned a lot so far, and that just means the kids are going to learn even more next week, Monday through Friday, out here at Florida High for Pat Watkins football camp. It's from 8:30 to 11. All right, so when you're coaching out here, what are some of the biggest lessons you learned from playing in college and pros that you pass on to the kids out here? And you guys can kick field goals out here with Pat Watkins next week, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11 a.m. right here at Florida High. You can register at i9sports.com. Hopefully, he'll see you out here.
Michelle, looks like you had a fun time.
Yes, and I didn't crash, but I am sore today from somehow fitting inside the derby car that's made for a kid. And I was a little nervous when I was at the top of the steep ramp, ready to take off from the starting line, but I earned one of these pretty cool shirts for the derby. And those kids are brave because the cars can race down the hill at 20 miles per hour. Luckily, I had some parents and young racers offering up some great advice. Pocomoke High alum Michelle Roberts here, joined by another Warrior grad, Big Pat Dowdy. You know him for his legendary voice, charisma, big personality. He's the PA announcer for the Charlotte Hornets going into his 21st year, and we're back where it all got started for you. So what memories rush back when you're here in this gym where it all started back in 1984? Good morning, guys. This is my childhood dream coming true. We have the whole park to ourselves, no lines, no one to beat to the front of the rides. We are just here at the entrance of Wild Adventures. There's the Welcome Center there, and we're going to take you all around the park today, from the animal park to the water park, and maybe get on a ride, maybe even jump in the pool. We'll see. And one of the many new events this year is the Great Pumpkin Luma Nights. It's happening on select days from September 24th to October 31st. We can't wait for that fall event. And for more on that, Adam Floyd, the PR manager, is joining me now. Adam, what can we expect this fall out here? Welcome back to the Good Morning Show. Springtime Tallahassee is just 3 days away, and this morning we are taking a look at the new drinks that are going to be available this year. Paul Woodward from Ology Brewing Company is here right now. Paul, Ology is constantly putting out new beers, seltzers, ciders, all different types of adult beverages, but you made one special for Springtime Tallahassee. Can you tell me about the process for designing this to represent the event? This week, I checked in with the Springtime Cruise about how they've been preparing for what they call Springtime 2.0. A party 2 years in the making.
We're excited about being able to give a great party for the city of Tallahassee.
Cruise nailing down a vision for the floats that started in 2020.
This is a true labor of love, and it's a lot of work, quite frankly. All right, time's a wasting. Let's go.
The event started as a way to keep the capital in Tallahassee.
I mean, obviously, it's a big success because it ain't in Orlando, so we're very happy that we continued that legacy.
And it brings an economic benefit.
We're responsible for 70,000 visitors coming into town.
This year, celebrating being together again.
My husband and I have been in Springtime for 25 years, and our grandchildren are now involved in it, and we still love it.
The event also spotlights local bands.
If you guys are ready to have a good time, let me hear you say yeah!
Tobacco Road Band has opened for national acts, and now Springtime for the third time.
A big stage in your hometown for your hometown people, that's pretty much as good as it gets.
Joined by acoustic band Shift 8 and 7-time ACM winner Lee Bryce for the Free Music Festival. Local businesses and organizations also on display at the Jubilee and Children's Park. This year's Springtime Cruise can guarantee
Springtime 2.0 is a reality.
It's going to be wonderful. Springtime is strong.
And Lenitra, I know we're going to be walking in the parade tomorrow, and we can't wait to see everyone out here. The 75th anniversary of when Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in baseball. The Boys and Girls Club from his birthplace of Cairo, Georgia, had their own big league experience and celebrated number 42. Before singing the national anthem, the members felt ready to represent Cairo.
I feel like Jackie Robinson is at like behind me everywhere I go.
When they arrived in Atlanta, they went on an hour-long stadium tour.
So our kids are excited and we're ready to go out and just have some fun and take this joy back to Cairo and we can build off of it.
Then they took the field for the national anthem.
The singing on the field, they were just like, their mouths dropped when they walked out. It was really awesome to watch.
And the director throwing a quality first pitch.
He did good. He didn't bounce it. We were worried about that, but he did a great job, threw a strike.
The founder of the club says this experience shows the kids that anything is possible.
Branch Rickey and Jackie Robinson and a group of people decided to move baseball forward. And it moved the whole country, the whole world in a new direction. One person can do that, and one of those kids can do that. This can motivate one child, and there's no telling the positive change that can come from it.
The day ending with the club taking in their first MLB game as they continued a historic legacy for Cairo, Georgia. Reporting from Atlanta, Michelle Roberts, WCTV Eyewitness News. A heartbreaking loss for the Pocomoke community. Beloved PA announcer Patrick Dowdy died Tuesday night at the age of 55. A month ago, he shared with me his incredible perspective on life. In 1984, Pocomoke High sophomore Patrick Dowdy dreamed of being state-bound with the Warriors basketball team.
I thought I was a good two-guard. I handled the ball a little bit, could always shoot pretty well. And I thought I was going to be the man. I said, this is going to be great.
But his coach David Bird saw a different path for Big Pat to own the spotlight.
He said, yeah, but Pat Dowdy, you stop growing this way and you're still growing this way. You're always running around here talking about sports all the time. Everybody likes you. Won't you do starting lineups? I was disappointed. And then the first time I heard my voice, I was hooked.
And Pocomoke fans and athletes in the 1980s and 90s were hooked on Dowdy.
When we're doing the Hornets and I give them, and now, and then we go there with the starting lineups, and it all came from right here at Pocomoke.
Next, he brought his unforgettable tone and style to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore as the voice of the Hawks from 2000 to 2004.
I learned how to entertain people. I wanted to have some flavor.
On his way to a UMES Hall of Fame induction in 2020.
Honing the craft when I would do, Gerald Sewell Croswell.
In 2004, the then Charlotte Bobcats were searching for an announcer. Hundreds of professionals were already selected for auditions.
Man, I left voicemails in everybody's mailbox after they told me they didn't need me. I said, listen, if you give me a chance, promise you won't be disappointed.
But the audition wasn't the only challenge. It was a financial hardship traveling almost 7 hours from Pocomoke to Charlotte.
Take the $60 I had in my pocket and put it in a gas tank, or get a hotel room for the night. I had a quarter tank of gas. There was no way I was getting back to Pocomoke. So what did I do? I slept in the car.
When Dowdy got his shot, his distinctive sound set him apart.
I just know that they told me that they loved it. I don't know what those other guys did. I just knew that they were going to have to go a long way to beat me.
After 20 years, Dowdy is not only a Charlotte treasure, he's NBA royalty, heard on NBA 2K video games and admired by basketball legends like his boss, Michael Jordan.
I love doing what I do, and I'll try to do this as long as they'll have me.
Pat's perseverance continues to inspire. Since 2018, Pat has battled through nerve damage and muscle weakness while also on dialysis 3 days a week.
It's just a blessing to still be here. I had close calls. I probably shouldn't still be here, but for the grace of God.
Pat still brings his contagious smile and positive energy to every venue and room he enters.
My wives are my 2 grandkids. And I never want them to see Pop-Pop give up. What I would want to be remembered as is a great grandfather. I'm the happiest doing that.
As he takes on every day with a renewed perspective.
Treat people right, tell people you love them, and live, live, live. And sit somewhere and relax and just enjoy what God has put here.
Incredible words to live by. A Pocomoke legend gone too soon. Dowdy will be greatly missed by the Charlotte and Delmarva community, along with basketball fans throughout the world. His legacy will continue to live on through his work and all those he inspired with his talent, character, and perseverance. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his loved ones and everyone mourning his loss.